Hi everyone, I just wanted welcome back everybody to my channel, Monica Medium Experience. Before we get into this video, I did want to kind of notify you that the sound quality of the January 27th investigation is not all that great. One of the things that I forgot to do as I was heading over there, I forgot to grab my microphone. Now, was it the spirits trying to mess with me like as they have been since I've started investigating at this location? They have been messing with my technology and they've even been giving me nightmares. But that's okay because in the process of these nightmares, I am collecting data and they don't know that I'm collecting data and it's just working against them. But anyways, I really hope you enjoy this one. It is a long video and I put a lot of hard work into it. So I really truly hope you enjoy it. And please comment down below what your thoughts are of this video. I hope that you enjoy it. And there's going to be a lot of scary things that you're going to see in this video. So I'm going to stop talking now and let you watch it. Enjoy. On this episode of the Monica Medium Experience, I'm getting like a woman screaming. She was yelling from this way, ah! Don't go back there. I asked it in that room if it was trying to burn the place down to hide what had happened. She's like, ah! You're like, oh my god.
That's not a cat.
That's not a cat. I don't know! My name is Monica and I am a psychic empath medium. I am searching for answers to the paranormal. For as long as I can remember, I have been sensitive to spirit, feeling their presence without taking action. Now, for the very first time, I'm embarking into the paranormal. This is the Monica Medium Experience.
In 1927, the soda parlor at 4301 South Broadway, owned by Joseph Banker, faced a troubling event when Banker was robbed and locked in his icebox. This led to Banker putting the parlor up for sale by April 19th. Theodore Weiland, a teamster, seized the opportunity in 1928, purchasing Banker's establishment. Despite the challenges posed by Prohibition, the Weilands successfully operated the soda parlor, which eventually transformed into the Chariton. They navigated through various hardships, including wartime closures due to staff shortages and ingredient scarcities. Under the management of the Weiland family, the Chariton thrived, becoming a local icon known for its exceptional cuisine. William Weiland joined his father in running the restaurant by 1942, contributing to its success. Despite facing adversity, such as the passing of Theodore Sr. in 1956 and Theodore Jr. in 1961, the restaurant endured. In 1964, the reins were passed to Joe Tangereau, a former pro wrestler, who renamed it Joe Tangereau's Chariton. However, despite the change in ownership, locals continued to affectionately refer to it as the Chariton. Joe Tangereau's tenure lasted until 1984 when he retired due to ALS. Following his retirement, the restaurant changed hands multiple times until its eventual closure in the late 1990s. Despite its closure, the historic building at 4301 South Broadway remains standing, serving as a poignant reminder of its storied past. Although the Chariton no longer graces the culinary scene, its legacy lives on, cherished by those who remember its famed dishes, including the iconic whole fried jumbo frog with tartar sauce.
Bill delivery chef.
Yeah. I think it's because I'm not intimidating to them at all.
I mean,
That's amazing.
We know.
you're a Hufflepuff.
Yeah. Okay, so the picture we showed you.
Yeah.
So this wall, right? This is what that wall was that the bar was against. So this was back there was a more private-like barish area.
Okay.
And that's where, in that picture, this wall would have been. So it would have gone, I believe, like right on here. So
Like
it was kind of
around.
in that split area. Yeah, so it would have been.
Yes,
Yeah, so
and
there
the
would have been a
ceiling.
private entrance, you think, to the back bar area.
So my dad used to eat here, and he was like, and now that I think about it, I remember seeing people come into the restaurant and just go,
Yeah, right up the stairs. Go that way.
Oh my gosh. Mark, you just scared the crap out of me. Mark's hiding very well. Okay, the infamous stairs. Chandelier here.
Yeah, we've got some dancing rods if you want to print that. What do you want to do?
I kind of want to just, honestly, can you stay here and I walk the space for myself? Yeah. Okay, I come here with peace.
Let's go north, by the way.
Go north. That's already telling me to go. I come here with peace. I just want to know. I just want to understand. Sorry. I know you don't want to tell me. I'm just saying hello. My name is Monica. If you're Italian, I'm actually Romanian. So we share the same Romance language. Ce faci means how are you? Bună means hello. I feel there was a lot of pleasure up here. Some good times. I don't mean to come here with disrespect. I just want to say hello and give you the floor if you want it. I understand that there was a lot of love for this place. Rightfully so. You are in a business. You hold pride in it. I get that. Is it okay that I might come in here? It's a nice little fireplace in here. Get cozied up. I just heard something behind me. Are you with me? I don't mean to intrude. I'm just here to say hello. Thank you for having me. Thank you for allowing me in your space. Ethan? I'm getting like a woman screaming. There's also a gentleman following me around. I think it's Mr. Joe. Mr. Joe, you're more than welcome, obviously this is your space, to follow me around in this space. Are you excited that I can see you? Probably not. Interesting. Okay. May I come through back here? No? What's back here? This is the extra fancy room. So you have to be a special VIP to come through here. Hello, my name is Monica. I don't mean to invade your space. I'm just coming here to say hello. It's like just a window boarded up here. I think I know where the fire was. Around this window somehow. You can kind of see it up in there. May I ask if there was a fire in this room? Was it an accident? Was it on purpose? Did something happen here and you wanted to have it erased? Okay, I'm gonna go back now. Thank you for letting me come in. Okay, so, all right, sorry, let's go. No, I get the vibe that nobody wants to talk, but if you,
No, that's common.
yeah, actually,
Okay, so
say,
you're good.
Maddie, I'm gonna give you a little spotlight here.
Okay.
Say hi to Maddie. Maddie, you're awesome.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us again.
Of course.
I don't know if you guys know Madie, we're sitting all, and she's
Mhm.
awesome. And she's kind of my new partner in crime now. So. I'm gonna let you also, because I don't
Perfect.
just shine the light on.
Some words and things.
So we gotten some things. Boy. Okay,
Yeah,
here we got the
Go
boy.
North, the number 2, Desmond, Karen, Handed, Nicholas, True, and Boy.
True. You know what I asked when I said true? I asked it in that room. I think I know where the fire started, by the way, but I asked it in that room if it was trying to burn the place down to hide what had happened in that room.
Good job, no offense.
Mm-hmm.
You tried though.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that's interesting though.
Yes, if the little boy is here or the little girl,
They're more connected, as far as I know, to the
Yeah.
traveling suitcase downstairs,
Mhm.
the
Oh, okay.
Traveltron, because they weren't here till that came in the building.
Yeah.
okay.
So at first-
you guys were the ones to kind of discover what was
Yeah,
happening
we
with
think
them.
there's a family connected to that. We think there's a little girl, definitely. She's the most prominent. That comes through with the traveling chest, but she's also, with her parents are here, and I'm guessing her little brother or older brother or whatever is here too.
The current owner has recently purchased a chest from a local vintage shop that is believed to add to the paranormal activity in the building. Now, the staff believes that there are 2 young children and their parents connected to this item. However, the truth here is these 2 children are not related by blood. I see a young boy and a young girl. In addition, there is another young boy who lost his life on this property that is also separate from these 2 entities. Now, with this chest, I do believe that it belonged to a female sex worker who used to work upstairs on the 2nd floor. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I will find out the details sooner than later.
Okay, so all in the course of like a week, we had, I think it was the Unrefined podcast were visiting us, and they did some of the Estes sessions or
Mhm.
whatever is what it's
Yep.
called, right? And they got a lot of chatter about, like, I think they heard mom a bunch or mommy a bunch and like some family type things, which prior to that, we hadn't really had any children because this is not the sort of place that was
Sophia.
a place that you would naturally have children. We've gotten Agatha before for that, a few other names. But this isn't the sort of place you would just have children running around, right? It just wasn't. And so we hadn't really gotten a lot of that energy that like people who'd been here had found. So they did that. And then, and this was not long after Nikki had been given the traveling, like the travel case. And then we had a seance ghost hunt with some people.
Okay.
And one of the ladies was really, and again, the lobby kitchen area is pretty well cleansed. We don't get a lot of energy there. It's meant to be kind of a chill sort of space. If anybody's like, too much energy, I need to like leave for a second, that's kind of where we have people go to sit and whatever. And somebody was getting a lot of interaction in there, specifically with a little girl, which we were like, we believe you, but we just haven't had that happen before. That's new, that's interesting. And then you guys were here.
I heard a woman back here.
Probably makes sense. But
Sorry.
your dad and everybody was here.
Yeah.
And they
started acknowledging. It sounded like as soon as we started acknowledging them, they started to become more prominent
they
and
were
started
very responsive to you guys.
Yes.
And then a witchy friend of ours came in and was like, "Oh, there's a little girl attached to that." And we were like, "Yeah, we
everything just
that
started adding up.
recently."
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was like one thing after another in the course of like maybe 2 weeks.
Mhm.
And not long after that came to the building. So
Here.
it's one of those things that was just like, "Oh shit, really? Huh? That's new." So haunted shit in your building sometimes brings people with it.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm feeling things.
Yeah, no, go for it.
So I just want to say really quick, Ian, if you can go. Thank you. Sorry. So in here, I'm just getting like pleasure.
We think this was like the upstairs private dining area in this half.
That makes sense.
And then the other half was.
So there were no beds up here, like
We think-
on this like part.
From what we have been able to gather, we're pretty sure the other half was where there were rooms.
Okay, yeah, let's go there because every time I go into this room where the chairs, I keep hearing a woman screaming.
That's
Dylan, we got Dylan.
unsurprising. No, there was at one point. We've talked to a variety of women in there. More than any other place. Most of the other areas of the building, it's been men or male energies.
Yeah.
And then in this area along here has been more likely
Investigation. They
Yes.
know.
to speak with women. So
Thank you for acknowledging us and vice versa, I guess. Yeah, I feel like the ladies, they're not allowed to talk though, but they would love to though. Stars. Certain. See? So they want to talk, but they can't. But there was a woman in here screaming, like blood curdling scream. Which I don't know if that is from something that occurred in the room next to us or
down.
because of the fire.
I did pick up a woman downstairs, all the way in the basement. She was it was almost like she was tortured. Not from her doing, from her husband's doing, but to get from the guy, her husband, to get him to like talk and everything, they were using her. So I don't know if it's the same one that I was reading or could be a different one, who knows.
Interesting. Okay, let's go into this back room right here. They're a little bit about that, but
it's 8:43, so you still got a few minutes if you want to.
Yes, please
get a little
bit of something.
Yeah.
So thermal. Use this thermal. use this thermal. The heck?
I guess, do you have one of the like thermal camera type
I
things?
actually don't, but it is pretty cold up here. So,
That might be something interesting at some point, one of the like heat cam night vision or
Oh,
whatever.
I want to put one on the
I'm gonna put
floor.
one everywhere.
so do you see like all this?
Yeah.
Goes up and then shine it to the top. You see how it's almost, like you see that glistening right there?
Right, it all charred but didn't
It's
burn.
charred. I think that this is where it happened.
Well, if
I
you look,
see some here too.
you can tell where it started. There was some large rectangle, and then
Right.
and then if you look down the stairs as well, you can kind of see where whatever accelerant they used, they kind of poured to a certain point. So you kind of see that, and then if you look at kind of the shapes on the floor, it's sometimes like hard to tell, but the general shape of the burn mark is rather personish.
Yeah, so tell me again where you see like the
Okay.
head and legs and like you think
So this, see,
head and arms, shoulder here. Are you
This-
talking shoulder here, head here?
we think we're not totally certain, but it's a little uncanny that
It
there's a
is.
bit of a
Like the way it's just like swooped. Like if someone was laying on the ground, they're not gonna be like straight. They're gonna like the way it just like curves is just
Yeah.
oddly laying on the
I feel like
ground.
there's a bed here, and I feel like there's a gentleman here on the ground with his legs on the bed, but his torso and body, like from here up.
that, or like there was some sort of like just off of the ground bed, because you can see where there's like a clear line where
Yeah.
it didn't burn, right? Which is odd. Like, and we had a friend of ours, fiance is a firefighter, who was like, oh yeah, like clearly this was
It was
arson or something,
yeah.
because it was clearly like it very clearly looks like.
but
there's
it
some
went
sort
up
of
quick
accelerant.
and not long because it's
Yeah.
charred but not burned all the way
Yeah.
through.
Wait,
This
hot
just
and
said-
quick.
This is just said
Because
jump.
all of this,
huh?
This said jump, so I'm thinking
John,
jump.
jump.
So maybe
Oh.
they're like jump out of the window because of the fire.
I mean, who knows? I know. Trying to figure out what they're telling us.
Yeah, did you have to jump out of the window to get at 90?
This room in particular breeds a lot of secrets. Two scenarios that I was able to see with my third eye and abilities were, one, I seen two men, perhaps it was in the 90s. They were pouring arsenic and lighting the room on fire. Perhaps they were just trying to cash in on the insurance payout. And the second scenario that I witnessed, there was a manslaughter. One of the female workers was with a client and they had an argument. Both this male client and the female sex worker were under the influence of an unknown drug. The woman hit the man and somehow punctured him harder than she had thought, and she accidentally killed him in the process. The location of how she hit him is unknown, but she may have used an object over his head, somewhere in the region of his head or shoulders. I seen this man fall to the ground with half his body laying on the ground and half on the bed. I see this woman then frantically, after this had occurred, pacing the room before she called upon the owner and the others who were used to, quote, taking care of these sort of things, unquote.
Well, we don't know necessarily when this stuff happened because there's not any record of when a fire was.
Mm-hmm.
So this was a working building and restaurant from the late 1890s of some sort, so saloon and stuff, and like attached house, that sort of thing. And it was a variety of like restaurants, mostly the Whalens and then Tangaro, up to the late 80s. I think even a little bit of the early 90s, maybe. I'd have to check my facts on that one, but so that's a lot of time for things to happen.
Yes, especially with things going unnoticed, things not being documented.
Well, there's no way for us, at least not with any of our abilities, to tell when this fire might have been. It's could have
You can
been
get a
in the 80s,
specialist
it
in
could have
here.
been in the 20s.
Yeah.
You can
And
have
it's
a
just-
specialist in here to do a rundown, an investigation.
Right.
and
Yeah,
find-
because I want to know why it's charcoaled here,
Right.
Not charcoaled here, but then charcoaled over here.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's weird.
My guess is probably because it like started there but then climbed this.
Yeah.
Would be my guess, just
Yeah.
because there's something to go on. But also it's like, okay, did this happen while it was a working place? Did this happen after it was shut down and was kind of abandoned? Like, when did this happen? We don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But it's, you know, interesting to try to figure out why and when.
Yeah.
This building just has so many secrets.
Oh yeah.
There's
Honestly,
there's like a lady
there
to
are.
my right.
Yeah.
I got trying to contact you. I will lose. I will lose. I mean, usually if you're a woman up here, you're gonna be the one who's gonna, like, right? You're gonna be the one losing.
Yes.
You're not gonna. It's just it's more of a male dominant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Atmosphere.
Been a lot of what people have said when they've been in here and checking stuff out.
Yeah. Interesting. Trying to contact you. That was interesting. Okay. And this was the old stairs here.
These are the older stairs. They are safe to walk down, but they are a little bit tricky. We usually
No,
try
I
to
would
use the
not
main
want to
one.
go down there, but that makes sense now to where or what that was.
Oh, so trying to contact you, that we've a few times had people try to speak with us, but either they haven't had the right amount of they haven't had the energy maybe, or they just were blocking them. I'm not sure why, but like things have tried. People have tried to speak with various people who've been here, but it does tend to be an effort. So it might just be what they're talking about, where they've tried, but like it's not easy.
Rachel. Okay.
We're getting a lot of names, which is cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that your name? The girl that's here?
Can we get some last names? I would love to research them.
Oh yeah. Can you give us a last name, perhaps? It can be anybody.
Two here, like we've noticed, like they're very comfortable with Eli and Nicole because they've been here a bunch.
Right.
And when we first investigated, me and my dad here, we didn't get anything. We're like, okay, maybe there's not. We get some things, but not a lot. And then now that the more that we keep coming here, the more we're like, things are piecing together. We're like getting to talk. Like we had a full blown conversation doing Estes. Like it's just like the more you're in here, and sadly they don't get to investigate a lot because they work here and they're doing stuff when they're here.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
they like
they
to be
definitely
contrary with Nicole and not talk to her. So
yeah. So definitely, it's the more you're in here, the more used to they are.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, honestly, I feel like you have gotten some responses and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So.
A little bit, yeah. I feel
Yeah.
like the women are. It's so funny because it is male dominant, but the women are more of what I've been kind of vibing with, and that's why I've been wanting. The number is unclear. It's so funny. I've gotten that before. Yeah, we don't know how many women, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't yet. But this particular girl or this lady that was just here, she seemed a little bit frantic.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was kind of on influenced on some kind of drug, and maybe it had something to do with the fire, but she was frantic. Maybe what happened here was just an accident. Sorry, when I channel, my nose just
Inconvenient.
yeah, very inconvenient. But I feel like what happened here was an overdose or accident or something, and instead of fixing it, they took care of it. But I could be completely wrong because there was a fire, and I don't know how those two things correlate. Whispering.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of drug and alcohol sort of issues and stuff.
Especially back here. Yeah. This part of the building. Which doesn't mean nothing. I'm not judging you at all, but it could contribute, to some things that have occurred. Okay, Roy. We got another name, Roy. Hello, Roy. Roy, were you the one that lost his life in this room? No. You got a no there?
Maybe.
Roy, were you the patron of this room? Yes.
Seems to be a bit of a yes. Maybe.
You were a patron, kind of? Did you work in this room? Did you work up here? You worked here.
Whoever we're talking to, at least.
thank you for talking to us, Roy. I know that you guys don't really want to vocalize with us or communicate with us.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. Roy, were you in the photograph that we saw downstairs? No.
That would be cool though.
Yeah.
Big now.
Roy, were you one of the guys that would handle things and take care of things here? Hush hush things? Would you pops?
Pops.
Like, hey,
noise,
pops.
Pops like soda. Pops
Soda
like
pops,
guy.
yeah. I feel like I'm getting the vibe it's like, hey, pops, you know, like someone's nickname. Was that your nickname, Roy? Was it pops?
We're on one bar.
One bar?
Nickname was Pops?
Your nickname was Pops? Cool.
Well, that's fun.
So, Roy, were you an older gentleman then?
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
It's like maybe he helped run the upstairs. Did you help run the upstairs, Pops? Yeah?
Okay.
Did Big Joe trust you up here?
So maybe it wasn't big. Maybe he wasn't working here when it was Big Joe.
Did you know Big Joe? Pops, did you know Big Joe? You didn't know Big Joe.
Maybe he was a little earlier.
Oh, okay. Oh. Nope. Oh, you knew him. You knew Big Joe, didn't you?
Well, was that a response to Big Joe, or was that a response to you were here earlier?
Ooh.
Can you move them back parallel?
Can you reset it so we can ask you and get clarification? Thank you. Wow, you were really good.
I like the dowsing rods.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Were you here when the Whalens were here? Is that more your time period?
Okay, were you here in...
Well, I guess.
Maybe, yes.
Maybe a hesitant yes.
So
Maybe.
then you were here in the 80s then?
No, Whalens would have been, I think, late 20s through 50s, I believe. Because the 80s
Frank.
was... Oh, Frank. Yeah, Frank was one of the Whalens.
Oh my gosh.
I think so, yeah. We'll have to look downstairs,
Yeah.
but I believe that was one of... was either... There's the dad and the two sons. We'll have to look that up. But I think
Yeah.
Frank Whalen was one of them. So, because Tangera would have been the like
50s, 60s?
He would have been 60s through the 80s.
Oh, okay.
And Whalens were like late 20s through the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, the
Wow.
Whalens owned the place for a very long time.
I need to look more into this family. Interesting.
There's
A lot of...
They said no.
No?
Maybe we don't. Maybe we leave them
I
alone.
think I know why.
We'll keep our interests to ourselves.
Yes.
Sound good? We promise not to be too interested. I don't know if you believe me.
He's like, okay.
To dive even deeper into the building and what really occurred here in the past, from the 1870s to the 1920s, 1940s, and then when Joe took it over in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. One of the things that I got during my channeling was a name, Roy Dickerson. If you remember, Roy was upstairs with myself and two other females. During the investigation, this gentleman went by the name of Pops, and he was working for the Whalens when they owned it, roughly around 1915 to 1950s, while they were under ownership. Pops was an older gentleman who would take care of things. Another character that I witnessed was the madam of the house. Now, to explain what or visualize what she looked like, imagine Lizzie Borden in a full black dress with long sleeves and a turtleneck. Also, if you know the movie Downton Abbey, the governess who worked in the downstairs and managed the maids and the housekeepers and the cooks. Imagine what she wore, and she also had a master key, a set of keys actually, just like the woman in Downton Abbey. And she's walking around the upstairs. She is co-managing the upstairs with Mr. Roy Pops Dickerson. Now, a name that I had written down at the beginning of the session was Angela. I also put a heart next to her name, and I wrote, "They want to do me harm." Could this possibly be the woman that they forced to induce labor? I also, next to her name and next to the word harm, I had written or illustrated a red balloon. And yes, this is very similar to the red balloon that you've seen in that scary movie, It. Now for the very terrifying and disturbing and gruesome event that I witnessed that had happened during the time of the Wayland ownership. Now, if you are too sensitive to unaliving, murder, anything like this, I would advise you to skip forward, especially if you are a mother. Now, this Angela woman, I witnessed Roy Dickerson and especially the madam of the house forcefully induce labor on to one of the female sex workers. Now, this woman was maybe 9 months pregnant, and she got into an argument. I don't know if it was with Roy himself or somebody else, but she said the wrong thing or pushed the wrong button. Then this caused an argument. Therefore, they decided to force induce labor. Now, I witnessed the madam supporting this event. She's walking around grabbing linens and grabbing a syringe with an unidentifiable medical liquid clear substance in the syringe, and she administered it or injected it into the left lower abdomen side of the pregnant woman. And what she did after she gave birth, the madam took this child, this baby, and gave it to a couple. I don't know if these were VIP members or they just knew the Whalens or Roy, someone, somehow, but they had money and they gave a hefty price for this baby. Now, this madam herself, this woman is in her 50s and she has deep wrinkles and she has snake eyes. I believe this woman is very evil, and I think that when she was in her waking physical life, I believe that she got some sort of pleasure from people's pain. And I think that that is because the way that she grew up. Now, I believe that her father abused her, and she grew up in a very abusive household where perhaps pain was the norm. Now, the most disturbing and despicable, terrifying, disgusting, inhuman thing that someone could ever do. After this pregnant woman gave labor and they gave the baby away, actually right after she gave labor, they unalived her, and I believe that they buried her in the walls. Was this woman buried alive in the walls? Or was she unalived before she was buried? Was this the woman whose blood-curdling screams I heard? Was it her? Was it this poor soul who hadn't had enough physical abuse from these people, but then had to endure the ultimate and final form of abuse by being buried alive? What did this poor woman do? What did she say? A couple more instances that I had seen. One I will not get too far into for my safety, but I did see politicians, mayors, and even the local police department having their hand in perhaps illegal activities of this club. Lastly, I'll leave you with this. I am a medium, but even I myself doubt what I see. So in order to corroborate my visions, I consult with a fellow psychic medium. A lot of what I've said here today has been corroborated. And the last thing I want to say or share with you is that at some point in the time of history, either the Whalen family or Joe himself hired a psychic to cast a protective bubble over this location so that people like myself, psychic mediums, cannot penetrate that bubble and not be able to access what actually happened in the past at this location. You guys, this is how deep these secrets go. When I first started this investigation, I never thought it would take me here. I never thought that I would witness the horrific things that I have, and I've also been getting nightmares. But I believe that these nightmares are point of views from the abuse that some of these women who were sex workers endured during their times of working here. These events are going to be more prevalent in the next scene that I'm about to show you, which is of myself walking through this establishment with one of the staff members blindfolded because I wanted to feel what was happening in this place. Please enjoy. Hi everyone, we are taking a little bit of a break. Say that if you are enjoying my content, please consider sharing, liking, and subscribing. I do not have a set schedule, so when I upload, it's random. So if you don't want to miss my uploads, please hit the notification bell so you can be notified of when it comes out. Also, I want to say thank you so much for watching. Also, I want to say that I am currently working on a website at monicamediumyt.com, and it will be going live very soon. And that will be a place where you can go and book your mediumship readings with me if you are looking forward to communicating with your deceased loved ones. Your support means a lot to me, and I appreciate it. Now, who's ready to get back to the ghost hunting? See you there.
Yes, look at them. All right, guys, here we go. Thank you to my camera crew right here. Nicole, thank you.
And I can just direct you. We'll
Yes.
walk really slow.
Yes, especially because there's wires and shit here.
Yeah.
So, okay. As long as I don't get my foot stuck in that crack right there, we're good.
You'll be fine.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to get into a little bit of a meditative state right now before we go.
And I can walk backwards and hold your hand if we need to.
No, I don't want you to do that. Let's not give these beings any opportunity.
It's okay. Somebody grabbed my ankle when I was going down the stairs earlier, so they're already testing.
When you say grab, show me
like an actual, like, not hard enough to actually trip me, but enough that I went
over there.
I thought it was a cat.
Yeah. You know, trouble. I'm gonna ask you to do something. Envision that there's an egg-like sphere around you, and absolutely nothing can come into that.
Okay.
You can't even be touched. Imagine it now. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Yeah.
You're in the orb.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do this. There's there's a lot of bickering and and argument right here.
Yeah, I also stopped because
Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good. All right. So this is you're walking through the doorway.
Okay.
Instant different vibes, which is interesting.
I just got a rush through my whole body. Joe is here. He's checking the rounds like he used to, walking the space.
He'll follow me around if I'm here for myself.
Yeah. Well, Joe, you're more than welcome to follow us around in the building. Inside the building only. Female singer, a part of the band.
Interesting.
Also a prostitute. I don't know if she was one of the women that was hurt. Let's see. I'll keep going. It's very loud. It's like band. I was here last night. I don't know if I told you I did remote viewing last night. I was around here. Maybe closer that way. Little like 2 top tables around here.
Yeah.
And there's some woman, I thought it was me, but someone smoking, sitting next to Joe. Joe's on the right, talking to her. Maybe it was elderly Wayland woman. The woman.
The mother or the grandmother?
Mother. One of them, I don't know yet. Kiki.
Baby.
They're so cute with their little purrs.
She's like, what if I trip you? Baby, I love you too, but you
gotta not trip us up, girl. Okay. A little boy's here. When I was here earlier. He's buried in the parking lot.
Oh.
I hope I'm wrong about that. I even went in behind the bushes and stuff and tried to. It's like back in the back corner.
Like from back when this was farmland or when it was city?
City.
Celeste is trying to trip you.
Aww.
She's like, what's
She
going
likes
on?
me.
Oh, baby.
I don't know why I'm getting a lot of females because that's upstairs.
We're in front of the stage.
Okay. Well, the musicians were I feel like they were maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like they were black too.
That
The
wouldn't be
band
surprising.
players.
but the singer was like white or Latina maybe. She's somehow important here.
I'm not sure we want to go up the stairs blindfolded.
No, not yet. Not yet. No.
But we can go into the back area.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because surprisingly, I feel like there's actually stuff going on in there.
I do too.
Okay. You are aimed directly through the doorway. You're gonna.
Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Adam was like yelling at us.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We're not supposed to be back here. That happens every time I walk through.
She like was like yelling from this way, like, ah! Like, don't go like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Politicians, here we are. This is it, back here. Were there a back entrance right here?
Mm-hmm.
That's where they would come through.
Because the back entrance goes up the back stairs to the apartments.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. No, they didn't go in the front.
No.
Mm-mm. So it's geographically, it's nice to know now where they in the building did that.
Just you can turn in a circle, but you're in the back.
Mm-hmm. And she's back here again, like, get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
She has snake eyes too. You know Lizzie Borden, how she had kind
The
of
flat, yeah.
like the pinch.
Yeah.
She even looked like Lizzie Borden. Not as pretty.
Yeah.
But sorry. I don't mean to disrespect her. But like she had like lines, you know, she was like in her 50s. She had like some deep lines in her face. Matan said she's out of place, you know? And it's like I told you, the Downton Abbey woman with the keys, and like she's all black, and she's so out of place in like 40s, 50s when she was here.
You're fine.
But she was like running this like a ship upstairs.
The cats will talk to somebody upstairs. Like they'll meow at somebody up there.
It's probably one of the women.
There's this like hidden storage above the bathrooms. And I always wondered if that got used. Like when? When was it used?
Hidden storage?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like closet?
Most of the walls were down, but all the studs are still here. And so I'm putting the drywall back up. But there's like this little attic space that's above the bathrooms.
Okay.
It's really weird. Because it's like, why would you have that there?
I don't know why I'm getting linen closet.
But why would you put the linens up there? That doesn't make sense.
Oh, maybe there was a safe there.
Oh, that makes sense.
That's where they would hide shit. Because it's protected.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the middle of all the rooms upstairs, and upstairs is where it's the VIP. That's where they...
Mm-hmm.
Down here is free for all public, but up there is where the private shit is, that they keep their shit private.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear a person? Because that was not a cat.
A person growling?
Yeah, that wasn't a cat.
That wasn't a cat?
No.
I thought that was like mechanic. It sounded like drywall moving.
Yeah, that was weird. See, that's Miss Malort. Because she's up here, but that wasn't her before.
Yeah, okay.
You're poking something.
Well, I'm gonna be
Keep poking. It's fine with me.
I'm not gonna be just poking.
Miss
I'm gonna be
Malort.
splitting this thing in half wide open.
Do it. I'm just renovating.
And I know that sounds crazy, and I want everyone to understand here then I'm not here to disrupt you. I know it looks that way. Even though you did some fucked up shit, God gives us free will to do whatever we want on this planet. But when we go back home to the light, we have to answer for the karmic injustices that we might have committed here on this planet.
With your silly little mustache.
Where are you?
She's up there.
Look at her. Look at her.
With your silly little mustache.
Are you the little meanie butt?
She is. She's a cranky old lady.
Oh my gosh.
She doesn't like those twins causing trouble because, kittens.
It's kittens be kittens. They got into a physical altercation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she accidentally murdered him.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Like manslaughter.
Yeah.
And of course, they're in the hub of what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And they took care of it.
Mm-hmm.
The fire, the reason why I couldn't see anyone being affected by it is because this was a self-inflicted fire to cash in on the insurance money.
Interesting.
I'm feeling something on this side right here. Okay. Camera again.
Look at that little baby.
Yeah. There's a lot of men coming in and out of this room.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this was a room that was not one woman's room. This was like multiple.
It's a use room. Mm-hmm. Nobody lived here.
Yeah, no, yeah. This was like the hotel room, you know what I mean? There's a body buried somewhere in these walls, and I have to find where.
Do you think it's a whole body, or do you think they chopped him up? Hi, baby. That hurt me.
I don't know. That's what I don't understand. Why wouldn't they just take him in the basement? Was this like a statement burial? Was this like a statement? Maybe they buried him in the walls, and that was before they decided to start operating the basement with this kind of thing.
Maybe. Because this was an attached house, so the wall between the house and the...
Wait, where is that? Where's the wall that attaches?
This whole side of the house is double thick because it's attached to the old saloon. The house is butted up to the corner saloon. Hi, baby. There's a cat trying to climb me. I love you, baby, but that's a lot.
I'm trying to see why.
Mm-hmm.
Is that just like... I can't know.
Because this was a closet.
And what place to
Right.
do it in the closet?
She's like, I demand attention.
Oh, come here. I don't know why, but I'm drawn to right here.
I know you're serious, but the cat was just looking at me like so pleased with herself. She was like, I got what I wanted. She's like, I know you're doing serious stuff, but I need smooching.
I will give it to you anytime. I wish my cat was this loving with me. She's like, leave me alone, Mommy. I don't know. Oh.
What a baby.
What a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet baby.
He's just blinking at me like, see, this is what I deserve.
God, you are so precious, baby.
Yeah, there's the entire back wall of this side is double thick, and there's some weird angles. You know, see that? Like what?
I see exactly.
What is that?
I see exactly.
And then over here, so if you look out this window, like you can't really, but if you look out this window, you're looking directly at the roof of the kitchen. When you're in the courtyard, this angle doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Where the kitchen, the dining, and the house meet is very weird. And I can't tell if that's just because the brick was odd, like they just made it work, or what.
Yeah, because like they had like shiesty, like, you know, work under the table, construction people doing
Oh
this
yeah,
work.
Absolutely.
We'll have to go outside in the courtyard eventually before we leave here. But I want to take a look at this.
Cat is helping.
He's in here somewhere.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Not that. There's rotting.
Yeah.
Do you ever notice a smell of rotting anywhere?
Oh yeah.
Where?
Oh, through the whole building. I've tracked it multiple times, can't find it. Not gonna lie, I was not sure if I had 4 cats for a while. But we did find Houdini, so I have 4 live cats, so I don't know.
Yeah. Right there, man. You can see the outline of the brick, and someone would say, oh, that was just the addition. What makes them stop from adding stuff in the middle before they finish up the addition?
Absolutely.
And I don't know why. I know this is where this fire started, but there's something about this.
Must have, like, why would you brick this up?
How much space is there between
I mean,
here to there? Because this can also, you know what I also, you know the first sense I got? Oh no, go ahead.
Okay.
The first sense I got was that this is where it was buried.
Interesting.
Somewhere by the windows. But somewhere by the windows is there.
Well, because the kid that was working for me said he saw someone in the window. And
Which one? This one? The one?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's why I was
shit.
like, look, was it the office window? Like, maybe did someone open the office window door? Like, did someone break in? And he's like, no, it's the one next to the office. And I'm like, babe, there is no window next to the office.
My psychic said
Are you helping yourself?
He was smelling like rotten flesh within a wall.
And it was a butcher shop in the basement that did shipping. So, of course, it, you know, no one would question.
No, this was like rot, yeah, but this was like rotting human flesh.
The other thing I was thinking about is I do have multiple chimneys.
Yeah, there's multiple chimneys here.
And there's chimneys from the outside that you can't see on the inside. So there's just random holes in this building that I would never know.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I love how this cat is perfectly pleased to just be captured.
I just
and getting the snuggles.
Can I trade you in for my Kiki? You want to come join me? And I bring the Kiki back here, and then you won't even know that nothing happened.
No one would know.
Your love.
No one would know. How would they know?
How would they know? And nobody would know.
And like, see how thick this was? That wall? Like it was a double thick wall. I don't know, insulation?
I'm getting like, this was like linen closet maybe?
Maybe.
Supplies?
That would make sense. Why is there a window in it? Yeah. I don't understand. But you can see where the wall has a varying thickness. Because you've got, this is in between the 2 buildings.
Okay.
And then you've got these weird angles, but these weird angles don't actually match the angles on the other side.
That's what happens when you...
Yeah. So there's... And then, like, some of this was covered in plaster. Clearly. And like the floor was at a different height at one point. Because that's a floor joist.
Yeah. Huh.
Uh-huh.
What is that, 6 inches or
Yeah.
above the floor?
Right, which
Did they
that
need
would have been way
insulation or
that would have
something?
been way high.
All right, let me go under again and see what else I can find here.
Do you want to stay in here? Or do you want to go? Okay.
I don't know why, but I'm getting like it was carpeted up here first.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I see like a dark red carpet with like little specks of like white kind of design.
Maybe when it was Tangiro's gambling up here, when he was running a
casino up here?
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
That would make sense though, carpet for the casino, because you. That would make sense though, carpet for the casino, because you don't want that noise. That noise. You don't want that noise. You don't want that noise. You don't want that noise. Downstairs.
Yeah. Oh. Madame's here again. Pissed off.
Got like 2 more steps, and there's a strand of Christmas lights. We're good. We cleared it.
Yeah, I see people coming in like this way.
Yeah.
There must have been some sort of wall right here.
Makes sense. Maybe there was a whole nother room.
I don't know if it was a room. I think it was like employees' back area because
Well, the dumbwaiter's here, so that makes sense.
I like to call them the drug trafficking.
Oh, yeah.
Those are not dumbwaiters. Those are drug transfers portals. They're like, someone said, you name it, anything you want. We got crack, coke, heroin. It's Archangel Michael just showed up.
He's not sure about you being here, huh?
No, he was here last night with me. He ruptured the psychic's bubble.
Oh.
But I don't know if it completely, made it fall. Because I still am getting a lot of resistance. This psychic must have been a witch, man. There's no way you can put a spell that hard on this building with just a psychic. So we gotta get that witch in here. When Michael was here last night with his, he has a sword, and the sword has, flickering flames. And as he was walking around the space, it's like it was shining light to all the faces of the spirits here.
Yeah.
And they were all like, oh my god! Like hiding in corners and shit.
The stabbing. Is it sharp or?
Funny because it's here and it's here.
The cats are chasing something.
Okay. One of the kids just came up to my leg and grabbed my leg right here.
Yeah.
It's the little boy. I don't think it's the little boy from downstairs. I think it's the little boy from the chest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's like, Mommy. I'm like, I'm not your mommy. Okay.
Yeah.
Hush, hush, hush. Who's Roy Dickerson? Who is Roy Dickerson? Was he a lover to Angela? Okay, so I want to go to the main room in there. Oh my god, you scared me, Kiki. And that's where I heard like the blood curdling scream.
Yeah.
And there's some things I need to validate in there.
Sure. Yeah. Make sure we don't lose you and didn't bother cutting. Alright. You have a couple more steps and then a big step through the threshold. You're good.
Okay, thank you. Yep, just getting that validated. Yep, this is where they tied her down. And they induced labor. And she's like screaming. I almost want to like, what did I just step on?
That is the remnants of a wall. If you want to walk through the door's right here. That would be walking into a study. There's a table on your right.
Is that in the center?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh my god. So don't be alarmed, but I'm gonna like try to reenact what she's doing.
Go ahead. Yeah.
It's even terrifying me, just like about what I'm about to like.
Yeah.
She's like.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of stuff. That kind of noise. And even louder than that. Like even like chillier and like blood curdling than that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. This fucking madam just came up to her like left side this way and injected her with something because I was like, man, these people didn't even give her something to help her.
Mm-hmm.
She's injecting something. This bitch is like, she's been trained, like she knows what the fuck she's doing. She's done this before. Kitten.
She was like very concerned about you.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, when I screamed?
Yeah. And you think it was this room?
This was it. This was it. This is where it happened.
This is where I hear the man pacing.
I'm sure there was a lot of things that happened in this room.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the most prominent one. Maybe the man is pacing because he's waiting for her.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna unblind, and I'm also gonna turn on. Because I want to turn on the necrometer, and I want to see what comes through. I really want to know who this is. This Angela Dickerson, or Angela and Roy Dickerson. Yeah.
Because that sounds familiar to me for some reason.
I don't know why it does to me too. Yeah. Can you tell us who Angela was? Who's Angela? Attic. Attic.
I mean,
is there even an attic?
There isn't. It's a flat roof, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they were hiding things in the ceiling.
Even more things to uncover. But how do you get?
You can get on the roof, but
okay.
You can't. The ceiling is open, so you should be able to see.
Or maybe they would hide things in the ceiling, like through like a tile.
Yeah.
Return.
Unless they mean attic, like the weird storage space above the bathroom that I was.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because it's underneath the burnt room and above the bathrooms.
You're right. So can you tell us who Angela is, or Roy Dickerson? Or could you give us the name of the woman that was forced to have labor, induced labor here? Did you give away her baby? Are you ashamed of what you did? Did you give away her baby to a rich couple? Did they pay you handsomely for that child to help keep the business running here? I'm gonna need the man that hushes all the women up here to step aside.
I don't like having my back to that corner.
Okay. Are you angry that I'm uncovering all your secrets? Joe, I know you're mad at me. But look at it this way. At least it's being found out after you died. It's better than being found out while you're still alive. Plain. Plain.
Oh. I don't know.
Like plain old plain Jane plain.
I don't know.
This is not. They're like, last time I was here was like boom, boom, boom.
No, they don't. I've had to leave before.
Because they
don't want to talk in front of me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I've had that problem where I've literally had one of my friends be like, hey, you need to go downstairs because I'm not getting anything with you up here.
Right here.
Yeah, that's. I don't like standing with my back to that spot. I have this really weird photo. My friends BJ and Mitra were here, and they were sitting in. We were trying to do a theatrical seance, like not a real seance, a theatrical seance, and we were getting some stuff, which was interesting. And then we got a photo where BJ took the photo, and like Mitra is perfectly in focus. Everything is perfectly in focus except me, and it looks like I'm warping through a portal. And it's very weird. It looks like I'm a shadow figure, but I know it's me because I can see the heel of my boot, but it looks like I stepped into a fun mirror. Everything else, even the wall behind me, is in focus. And they're like, maybe you should go downstairs. You're the only one who had the issue here.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Cheerfully? Cheerfully?
Cheerfully.
There ain't no cheer in this room. What was I gonna say? I don't understand why you guys are mad at Nicole. Do you understand that she is literally like treasuring what you've built here? Like she's passing it on to the next generation. You should be so proud that someone is willing to come here and make this place a treasure again. One ghost detected. I'm watching you after cheerfully. I know you're watching me. So who is you? Is it Joe? I know you're watching me. That's not a surprise. Can you give me something else? One ghost detected? There's just one.
See, I don't think the guy up here that we have problems with, I don't think it's Joe.
No, I don't think it's not.
Because Joe doesn't give me this, like, ooh, don't stand behind me.
It's guy, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I'm in the basement, or, like, down in the dining room, when I have a guy following me around that, like, has identified himself as Joe, he's more like, yeah, he's Italian macho guy. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, he's a bit of a bully, but like in a, like, oh, that's fine.
He's
That's
just
just
like,
who he is kind of guy.
He's protecting his
Yeah.
place.
This guy gives me creeps.
This guy up here?
Whoever is up here.
You know what? I'm getting the sense that he was like a patron.
Maybe.
But like, not all patrons are equal, right? So
Mhm.
like, some people are, especially back then, are gonna be a little off. So I feel like this was the guy that the women were like, I don't know, he gives me creepy vibes. Like he might murder me in the middle, like in the night kind of thing. Another thing I was gonna say, and I don't mean to alarm you, but you know, would you rather have someone cherish this place? And she's not trying to get into the ghost stuff. I am. I'm trying to uncover. She's an innocent. I'm the one peeling the layers open into this place. Okay?
I'm just trying to run an event space.
She's just
for
trying to
my
run an event
friends.
space. Do you want that, or do you want this building bulldozed? Would you rather have this building bulldozed and completely gone to the wind? Or do you want to allow this innocent person right here to continue to build upon this beautiful building that you've built here? Your choice. Female, good.
Okay.
Yes, she's a good person.
Female's good, yes. The male is the problem.
Visual, yeah. You do understand that you are no longer in the physical realm. That means you hold, not Joe. It's not towards you, okay, Joe? This is towards the patrons or the people that were not a part of the ownership of this building that are still coming here today. You don't own any piece of property here. You're not in the physical realm. If you were in the physical realm, that would be another thing. Respect your space, respect your objects. I respect you. That's your life. I'm not going into the astral realm and claiming shit there because I'm not in the non-physical realm. I'm in the physical realm. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you here? This place has bred a lot of sinister things. And now is its time to clean itself up and move on to the next era. You don't have to leave, but you do have to cooperate. Because I will not stand by and listen to. I feel you're grabbing my arm. I will not stand by and hear another story of this innocent woman getting physically attacked. Do you understand me? And I'm not just talking to this room, I'm talking to the whole fucking building. I'm a kind, gentle soul. But when you start fucking with my friends in the physical world, that's when you start to have to answer to me. Yes, I am the one to be fucked with. So do not fuck with me. Or actually, fuck with me instead of her. Because I can take it.
I'm just trying to renovate a building.
She's just trying to renovate a building. She's literally giving you gold in your hands. Well, we don't like these people coming in. There's people coming in and out when you were here in the physical realm. Why can't people come in and out now? Try to feel. Try to feel. I know. I feel you grabbing my arm. Okay? I felt you grabbing my arm.
Hi, Miss Malort. It's interesting. Miss Malort has come up.
Wait and see. Don't threaten me.
Uh-oh.
Do not threaten me. Do you want Archangel Michael to come back down here with a sword and threaten you? And scare you? I'm the first person that you have been scared of, and I will be the last. And that's not how I want to be remembered here. I want to be friends. What happened, happened in the past. The sinister things that happened here happened in the past. False. What did I just say?
That the things happened in the past?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they don't realize it's the past.
It's 2024. It's not 1957. It's not 1942. It is 2024. You are dead, and some of you need to seek Jesus. Some of you need to go into the light. Your work here is done. It's time to go back home. There is no hell. God is not going to punish you. God loves you and wants you to overcome the sinister things that you did here and the crimes that you listen. I said listen.
What are we listening for?
I don't know what I'm listening for. We'll have to mark it on the camera. I'll have to mark it to listen.
We've got 3 out of 4 cats here. So.
Yeah, interesting.
I wouldn't be surprised if Houdini's in the floor under us.
I was hearing a purring just now when you said that. You don't scare me. I just want to clarify that. And I'm not here to come up. I know I'm coming up in here, but push come to shove, the physical realm is done, all right? We've had it. Like I said, you can be here, but you just need to work with us. Because we're trying to do good by this building. We're not trying to strip it of anything. But we are in 2024. We can't run a brothel in here right now. We can't run a bar and grill in here right now. Okay?
You can't run anything in here right now.
No, you can't run anything in here right now because the walls are jacked. So please, I beg you, please cooperate with Miss Nicole. Dark.
Okay.
All right, let's go downstairs.
I'm not sure we want to argue with them anymore.
No, I'm not trying to argue with you guys. You guys need to understand. This is not fun and games. This is somebody's life. Someone has sacrificed their time, energy, and finances. You guys. Follow us. Where am I to follow you? I'm not going to follow you anywhere besides inside this building. And you know very well that you're not allowed to follow Nicole or myself at home. You're not allowed. You know that. You are not allowed to follow us. Okay. Oh, who is this little?
This is Miss Malort.
Miss Malort. Chicken. Chicken? You call me chicken?
Maybe the kitten is chicken.
Hell no, they call me chicken. How am I chicken? Use the door?
Use the door? You didn't walk through the door. You walked through the wall.
Oh, so maybe they wanted me to go that way?
I don't know.
They were like, wait, I did walk through here.
Yeah, I don't know.
They're stuck in their time.
Yeah.
You guys can't even see do you guys see what we see? We see nothing. We see this place stripped down to bare wall. Brick and siding. Like, not even that. Look at us. Okay? I can only see you with my third eye. I can't see you with my actual eyes. Satanic? Hold on, it says use the door. Dirt. Satanic. I don't believe in Satan or demons, so you're gonna have to, they don't exist, so you're gonna have to stop that shit. What?
Is there a door in the basement, maybe? Is that what you're talking about, dirt?
Dirt outside where I said the boy was buried. 13.
Okay.
Was he 13?
That's a little old. Maybe he was a busboy.
I thought he was like 10 years old. Yeah, had to have been a busboy. Here's the drug cartel. This is not a dumbwaiter. This is a drug cartel.
Ouija.
Ouija?
Use it. Careful, dead. Use it. Multitudes. Ouija.
I don't fuck with Ouija boards.
Yeah, but there is one that we walked by.
Where?
I think it's in the ballroom. It was right here.
That's creepy. Should be that person.
I mean, it makes sense.
So is this the doll that showed up out of nowhere?
That one,
It's
yeah, that
beautiful.
one was given to me. No, that one is the one that was given to me. That one, I was at a thrift store and she turned her head and looked at me, so I had to buy her.
She turned her head and looked at you?
She did.
Girl!
She was so pretty, though.
She's beautiful. Just gateway, disaster!
Yeah.
Destroy, you will go, moving, squeal. Oh yeah! That's what they used to do here. Disaster. Disaster! Just like my love life. God, so many people shoved down here and beaten. Snitches? Were these people snitches? Permit. Permit? You permit me to go down? Thank you. Positive. Don't provoke me. I'm not trying to. Evil. Yes, I know there's evil down here. Negative. Okay, so this is like, I'm getting the butcher vibes here.
I think we're seeing dirt. That's what I thought, maybe dirt down here, because there's open dirt.
A guy walked here, and there was a guy here,
Yeah.
and we walked through, BAM!
Uh-huh.
Hit him.
Oh, they don't like people down here. So it used to be I had to turn the lights off here and walk in the dark. And so that's when I threw that hissy fit because my stuff was down here. And so I had to turn the light off there. I turned around, got like to here, and somebody grabbed.
That's where it happened?
Yeah.
High levels of energy. Certain. It's starting to pop off as soon as I got down here.
Yeah. It's a very different vibe down here.
Yeah.
But it's more of a like,
My
you're not,
throat's really
it's like
heavy.
a you're not supposed to be down here, get out kind of vibe.
Mhm.
Upstairs is very threatening as in like, oh, we're all people. Down here they're like, no, you choose to do it.
This is like, yeah.
The cats, it doesn't bother cats.
What the fuck was this?
No idea. Who's out under the sidewalk?
Oh, was this like, oh, this was the
Maybe a
basement. This was the basement. Wait and see. I hate when they say that.
But there's also these delivery chutes, so I don't know why they have that one. Because
Elijah!
this door.
Holy shit!
You see See the
I got a
knife
name.
in this door? In the freezer door?
Why are there stab wounds in this
Somebody
door?
went at the door.
There are. Let me get it on camera.
Somebody had at it. It's like
Holy
several
shit.
of them.
That had to be a machete, dude. This is metal.
They were mad. So I was thinking.
Wait a minute. Why would they do that?
I was thinking dirt. Again, sorry, cats. But I was thinking dirt because there's dirt down here.
Yeah. Do that again. Do that again.
You know, you can tap around. You're like,
Oh my god. Where did that stair lead to?
hello?
Hush.
That's not a cat.
That's not a cat. That sounded like someone opening or closing a door.
Yeah.
Upstairs.
There aren't any doors.
Exit. It said exit.
There aren't any doors.
Upstairs though.
There aren't any doors.
There were though. You know what I mean? There were.
I don't have any
He
doors.
said, it said.
So you can see that the joists go different directions. And then it's a different foundation, different age of foundation. There's random holes.
Baby. Computer. Are you referring to my graphic design? One thing to note, like this thing is that, I don't know what that means, magnetic interference, 50 UT. It was at 100 a minute ago when I was, I think, in that room in the basement. Oh my god, this cat is so sweet right now. Hi, baby. I'm sorry, and my heart goes out to all the people that were unalived in this room. Eric. Hi, Eric. Were you one of the people that was sacrificed in here, in this room? Did you cross someone and you had to pay the price? Did you have to pay the price, Eric? Can you do a knock or a bang in this basement? I just heard a voice in that room. I heard distant knocking. Write it. Write it. Write it. Something written? Something written.
You okay?
Yeah, totally fine. I asked it to make a knock or no. Were you the one knocking up there?
No.
I heard a knock, like.
Okay, I just walked. You probably heard me walking.
I heard you walking, but I thought.
I wasn't knocking.
I literally thought, I was like, oh, that woman came back and I heard them knocking on the door. And I was like thinking, oh, she must have come back. And then I heard you walking and I was like, maybe she's walking towards the door to open it. That's what I heard.
I didn't hear any knocking.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Harold. I got an Eric, a Harold.
Who's Harold?
I don't know. I don't know. I think the people that lost their lives in this basement. or something to do with, you know? Maybe one of Joe's posse men?
Very possible.
Okay, well, it's time for me to go. Thank you so much for listening to me. If I got through to you just a little bit, then I'm happy. We just want peace, you know? We just want to bring life back to this building. Stuff.
The bullet that the guy was talking about is right there.
What guy was talking about the bullet?
The retired police captain.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like a 38.
What the fuck? I don't know. The lights are off. The lights are off in the basement. One of the cats just ran up here with me. Oh, they're back on now. Damn! The lights went off right when that happened. Okay. That gave me a jump scare. Yeah.
I think they're trying to be helpful sometimes. They turn the lights off before I'm ready for them to be turned off. Like, I was walking in there to turn the lights off upstairs. Like,